Instacarters and people that multi-app. I'm going to show you my results right here. I'm doing this video on Sunday, but this is Thursday's results. But I wanted to do a video with the day's results, the current day that I did it, and then where I'm at in the week, so you can see how I'm getting to $17.50 per week. Now, through trial and error, and it's been kind of a year process, I've gotten it down to where I can work the least amount of hours, drive the least amount of miles, and take 2 days off, completely off. So I work 5 days a week. So this is 5 days to get to $17.50. Now, if I wanted to go into beast mode like when I was young, it wouldn't be too much to work that extra day and push it up to $2,000 a week. But I'm just going to show you how I do it, okay? It's simple breakdown. I multi-app. That's what we do here. So let's take a look at Thursday's results, okay? And you know, I told you about this industry is constantly changing, so you have to change with it. That's what I'm doing. I had to come up with a little system so I could not kill myself, you know, because you guys know I'm 60, so I'm trying to make things easy, and I'm trying to show you, if you can, to make it easy if you do rideshare and you have an electric car. All right, so let's take a look at the results. So on Thursday, I did just two apps, Instacart and Lyft, right? For Instacart, I worked for about 5.25 hours and made $255.27, right? So if you look at the tips over the batch earnings, if the tips were 180 over 90, that would be a 2-to-1 ratio. So for the people that are trying to understand your ratio, because the higher that ratio is, that means that you're getting better batches, right? You're getting more of a ratio of like $40 for 20 items rather than 40 for 40, right? So it's just a matter of when you have a better ratio. You know, I have a friend of mine that does this, and he's gotten 4-to-1 ratio, which means you're getting some big tippers and not many items, right? And low mileage sometimes. It's not so much that, but it's the tips over the batch earnings is your ratio. So that's about a 1.5 ratio. I was in the store 5.25 hours. So now the people that say, well, you're not counting the wait time, this is what I do when I'm waiting, okay? I take rides, right? So look at the rides I took on this day, on Thursday. 9 rides, and look, half of them tipped, okay? Look, tips this is a customer service business, and I've already told you how easy it is to get tips. Just be nice, just have fun with the job, keep your car clean. The car is a talking piece. Make sure the music's right. Make sure that it's not too hot, not too cold, air conditioned, whatever. Easy. It's a simple job. So you want to work the tips, okay? So if you take both of those together, and I'm going to show you the rides for the week. If you take both those apps together, the 255 and the 53, I made 309.51 for the day on Thursday, right? So remember, the goal is 300, right? I want to make 300 a day. So let's go through the week, and I'll show you how I get to the 1750, okay? These are Thursday's results. These are results as of Thursday. I did all these screenshots Thursday. So as of Thursday, I was at 601. Say $600 for Instacart. The tips over the batch earnings, you can see it's probably about, without having the calculator in front of me, it looks like about 1.75 or somewhere in there to 1. If it was 2-to-1, it'd be 360 tips over 180 batch earnings. That's how you get your ratio. That's how I get mine anyway. But I don't really think in ratios like that. I'm thinking more of the hourly wage when I take a job. But that does make a big difference. So $600, I was in the store about 11.25 hours. So that's about $53 per hour while I'm working for Instacart, not while I'm waiting for a batch or looking for a batch or doing something else when a batch comes up. They're not going to pay me for that. Why would they? So the people that say about wait time, go ask those questions on a channel that does Instacart exclusively. We multi-app here. I can't sit still for a second. I'm not going to wait for too long. So here's Lyft. I'm at 230 on the week. Here are the rides for the week. I want you to look at the left column. Look at it. Look how easy these people are just throwing money. And these are short little rides, 5 minutes to get to you, 5 minutes to get you out. And a lot of times on short rides, look how many tips are coming in there. On short rides like that, a lot of times people are more inclined to tip you because you can get friendly really quick. And as long as the car is comfortable, clean, it's a Tesla, whatever, you know, as long as your car is newer model and clean, you're going to get tips. You're just going to get tips for it because it shows that you take pride in your job. And if you just, you know, just be nice. That's all you got to do. So now here, I put this is Uber. I'm at $34. Not much, but I wanted to put this on there because you got to understand contractual hourly rate. I worked for 45 minutes for $34. That means I made $45.33 contractually per hour. Had I gotten a job for another 15 minutes in there, it would have been up to 45. You know, you have to understand that if you're going to watch videos on my channel. Now, as far as how I do it, I go out with the sole goal in mind of $300 per day. I want to work a 10 to 12 hour day. I want to make $28 to $30 per hour. If I do that, that's $300 per day. I don't always hit it. Sometimes I go over, sometimes I come short. But on average, if I do that 5 days a week, it's $1,500. Then I'm going to hit that Lyft bonus and boom, I'll get the 150 and it'll bring me up to $1,650. Now, those of you that know me know I have a music thing that I do for $225. So it puts me over my $1,750 most of the time, but I give you an average of how you can get there and not have to stress yourself out. I'm telling you, you can do this. It's not hard to do, but you have to have an electric car and you have to want to do ride share, okay? And you have to kind of come out of your shell a little bit. If you're introverted, just come out of your shell. Just smile and act like it's your friend. You're just giving him a ride 2 blocks away. Boom, he's gonna do it. Bup, car's clean, blah, blah, blah. Keep your little octopus tablet in there. 50 rides a week gives me about $25. I think it's like $25 every 45 days on that little tablet. I'll take it. The thing about doing rideshare Lyft and doing it the way I'm doing it, which is just short rides, is a lot of the people, and this is just for the feedback that I get from the people that get in my car, they know you're not making anything. Some of them feel bad about it. They're like, man, I'm sorry it's a short ride. I've had that, people say that, sorry it's such a short ride. So they know you're not making anything, or they think you're not. And you really, until the bonus comes in, you're only making probably $5 a ride. They're gonna tip, they're more inclined to throw $1, $2, $3 because they think you're not making anything, you know? And if you're nice, they're like, man, he was a nice guy, he's not making anything, throw him a buck. I'm just telling you what I see. I'm not making shit up. I'm trying to convince you to do Lyft or do rideshare or do anything or buy an electric car. I'm just telling you what I do and the results that I get from it. But if you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to this channel and watch some videos on multi-apping. If you have any questions, because I use Instacart as the main one, Lyft for the bonuses only. When I hit 50 rides, that thing's off. Why would I take $3 rides when it doesn't go towards anything? You see what I'm saying? 50 rides, it's off. And I use Uber Eats. Occasionally I'll take an Uber ride, but very rarely. And then DoorDash, I fired them. They cost me money on a gig, so I don't even turn it on anymore. So it's basically the 3 apps. DoorDash I might turn on once in a while just to stay active on the app so they don't deactivate me, but pretty much that's it. It's gonna be Instacart, Lyft, and Uber, and you can do it. I'm telling you. And like I said, if you're young and you don't have any kids and you don't, have another hobby like I do, music or something, you could work one of those extra 2 days and take 1 day off and make $2,000 a week. And you don't have to drive 12 hours a day for Lyft and do all this goofy stuff where you go to Surges and go to the airport and do all this goofy stuff. You don't have to do it. You can do it easy, make your life easy. If you have Instacart, which most of you do because that's why you're here at this channel. As I originally started it for my results on Instacart. Yeah, you mix them together and you just do it. The people that are afraid to go get an electric car, don't worry about it. This is going to pay for your electric car. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Just keep your bills low and it'll pay for your electric car and you'll have money to save, believe me. So if you got anything out of this video, please subscribe to the channel. Good luck to everybody.